Mix is like the name indicates, it's a mix of architects that have been working here for more than a decade, most of them. And it is 7 firms, 7 practices or studios that have been selected because we in fact already were familiar with their work, and basically out of curiosity and the desire to start refocusing our attention in the design and architecture community in San Diego, which is in a kind of boom, I feel. So we selected Teddy Cruz, who's a theorist. His built projects are not that many, but he has in fact developed a very interesting position from which to create architecture. We selected Public, who have a body of built architecture, but all of it comes from a kind of handheld or handcrafted tradition rather than, and it's all about the smaller household. Lloyd Russell, who is an architect, constructor, developer. Here we are in the space that belongs to Reiner Herbst, Catherine and Todd, who are strongly associated with Woodbury University and who did the redesign for that school. And then finally Jennifer Luce, who has Lucid Studio and who is more of an interior architect, although she also does very large scale projects and brand new buildings and so on.
Our contribution to the show is a room. It's called Peripheral Vision, and it's really about how architects look beyond their own world to find answers and ideas. So it's really about our inspiration and our process. The center of the room is a series of tables that we created that contain our inner minds, our brains. They're objects that we've collected over time, things that inspire us, people that inspire us, and it's really delving into the mind of an architect and allowing people to see that.
There are architects that are not in this exhibition that are very worthy, and that if we had more space, they would have been. There are people who preceded this generation, like Ted Smith and Rob Wellington Quigley, who are not in this exhibition. That's why the exhibition is punctual, and it is in its own way also modest. It is not a survey. It is just simply a play of 7 architects who get a lot of space to say what they need to say.
My name is René Peralta, and the event is called Shaken But Not Stirred. We saw that the exhibition in La Jolla is made up of many friends of ours, but we thought that there are more architects in San Diego working, doing many different things. Somehow we thought it was a kind of missed opportunity of the museum sort of to say basically that there's only a few architects doing kind of residential projects or issues with the city. I think there are more views. A lot of us work in the same university, Woodbury University, and have been practicing architects in San Diego and in Tijuana. So we decided basically to mount, in a fun way, an exhibition to, I guess, let the public know that there's a lot of other architects working in different scales and in different conditions. Because the other was called Mix, we decided to sort of to do something a little bit different in a sense, saying that we are not a mix of architects, and we're kind of shaken into the same region or into the same city, right? But we are not stirred. Everybody has a word. Everybody has an idea, an ideology of what they think the city is.
The actual piece in here, I think, is kind of emerged through a process, and I think it has to do with my obsession about the landscape pattern and sort of scripting and data, embedded information in general landscape, and it manifested itself in a bench somehow. The Mix exhibit, it's a great collection of, I think, sort of the more established or people that have been practicing design and architecture for a much longer time, and I think in many ways a lot of us are actual product of some of the designers that are exhibiting there. We're very much influenced by it, but I think we also want to find our own voice, and it's not meant in terms of contrasting, but I think it's more adding another layer of there's a smaller scale to it, or there's like a younger voice kind of emerging.
We come here tonight, and again, a lot of Woodbury faculty and wonderful things that they're doing. Stuff I didn't know was here, You see these guys every day in school and running around, and it's just great to see the work.
We're trying to like I said, complement the other exhibition, you know, and hopefully we'll see some of the architects. We have seen some of the architects who are participating in the other exhibition in this one, no, coming here to see the work. So we're all kind of we're all friends in a sense, no.